Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
This is caught by McMillan. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Young will set to throw.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
The Panthers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
2 yards to go, second down.
Young now.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 79 Broncos.
Now Young.
That's taken in. It's Xavier Leggett. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Young. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. To the air once more, Young.
What's that fucking throw? Touchdown.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. And that's
So 3 straight fucking gimmies from him. Like, come on, yeah.
Ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a
3 straight touchdowns. First one's a pass interference. Second one's wide open overthrow. Third one drop.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. Caught by Mike Evans.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 5.
Mayfield. It's a short one here.
Not one of these guys, bro, that calls these bullshit broken plays.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. Flush to his right.
Dude, like, people live off this shit for real? Like, this shit?
The pickup goes for 13.
And it's whole drive.
1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, alert 33. Watch out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Got.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Come on, man. There's no way it's sustainable, bro. For a full game, this offense, there's no way.
And his guys have taken the lead. And that's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense.
They sure smacked this guy both times I played him last year. I'm almost positive. As soon as that running back little option route's gone, and you got nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It'll be one of those games you can already tell by the first drive. My first 3 overthrown passes.
We want to keep playing. The answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll find McMillan here. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go, set.
On play action, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This 2nd and 4. Young. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Brooks is in.
touchdown, Carolina. Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really keep
Oh, hell no.
job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Run.
Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, fucking time. Get off me, team. How team fucking me up? Damn.
Interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead,
It's not a high ball, but all right.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw.
Throw the ball, Bryce, where you have fucking gunslinger and fucking whatever the other thing's called.
A lot of confidence after their last
God.
touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going.
Hey, you change that shit for Madden 26, bro. It's like most people's defense to get and throw out of sack shit. It takes fucking 15 years to throw the ball.
Position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. It'll be Young again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is trying to get to the marker.
Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure.
My man just fall backwards after having the first down.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come.
He really just rolled backwards after having the first down by 2 yards.
Momentum swing.
And you know, I remember playing how much fourth
You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up.
As you said, it's a momentum play.
See that shit, that dumbass shit he does, bro. Yeah, I'm not listening to this. See, there's no fucking way. No way. Impossible.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring
Just come stock 4 verts with a running back. On a little option route.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That shit should be like a 21-point game minimum right now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and 20.
Mayfield now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Young to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The fuck are you doing, Hamfreys? Twerking, bro?
That's an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well.
Bryce will put that fucking on the money, that wide open 5-yard pass.
Much better too, having that lead.
The extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
It's a good return defense, though. That's why they're not fucking kicking in bounds. Like, Smash fucking doing it every once in a while.
Return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early.
Strategy, bro. If he has to throw the ball at all down the field, like, it's a wrap.
Let's just check something down and pump the football.
You got to stick with that running back option.
At the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Now Young. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now here's Young.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll throw again. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Xavier Legette.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Regular.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing, Mayfield. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He'll look to throw.
Entire drive was set up by a fucking drop pick that he catches right to my player's body.
27 yards. And the Armadillos take the interception on defense and convert it.
Man will reward you for that shit, though, bro.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Thought this game's over.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Young. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead.
I don't know how this gets 5 minutes, to be real.
He can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
York now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Mayfield to throw it.
Well, that's fucking defense right there, boys.
It's an interception.
Look at those adjustments.
Back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
You gotta stick them into the fucking comeback lane.
So they can get 2 more possessions.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now that they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Busts through the tackle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, alert 33.
They'll set up a throw.
That's my fault.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
Leave the zone that was over there, the other side of the field.
Here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Complete at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation.
Bro, this dude takes forever to pick his plays. Every play call screen is up for like 30 seconds.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Look at this. 20 seconds to pick kickoff. 20 seconds, 30 seconds to kick it. I'm turning on 2 o'clock, bro. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I can't do this. This is annoying. He's doing it on purpose now.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That one complete till again.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw, Young.
He'll find McMillan here.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2. Young going to give to Brooks.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Young working out of the gun.
What is that throw?
He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Young to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. York now for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Oh, some strong running.
Thank God, get me back on offense so I can kill this clock out. That's all I wanted to do. This game's been over since kickoff.
His second touchdown of the night. And the Armadillos get a bit closer. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a
See how mad he is, though, y'all? Look at this shit. He dragging the shell on purpose.
Spending their time trying to stop him from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
Sucks to drop a pick down, man. It's terrible.
Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continue to do so.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here is Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And a big turnover there as his guys get the football back.
Not him getting the ball back, bro. It takes forever.
He's been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I would bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
To Sean Wharton. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Mayfield.
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, he had a man
Fucking bag.
overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The seas parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one he'll think about for the next month.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's not.
Oh, hell no. What the fuck, bro? How are you going to try for a touchdown? You fucking bum.